Hello and welcome. It's Japan, and I figured I will do a prediction of what matches will be for the Elimination Chamber this year. There is a lot that we kind of already know and a lot we don't know. This is after SmackDown that's on February 7th, so we know a little bit more of the punch tickets for the matches in the Chamber, and we know pretty much the rest of the matches that get to it. I feel like there could still be a wild card that randomly pops up, but I think for the best of the knowledge, I have a good idea of what I think is going to happen. So let's run over some of the main matches. So the women's elimination chamber, we already know Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, and Liv Morgan have now made it. I do believe Naomi beats Chelsea Green for a spot. I think Roxanne beats Raquel Rodriguez, and Bailey beats Lyra. So there's a lot of stuff that could happen. Somebody could be taken out and be replaced. So like Io has an opportunity because I feel like that still kind of was the plan, but maybe not. I guess we'll see. I could see a lot of that happening, but those are the people I think like as of right now. If you look at the matches, that's who's going to make it in there, and that's a pretty stacked card in itself. I really feel like they could definitely do something where Roxanne and Bailey take each other out, and those two could flip. But I think that's the most star power that you can have. Perez also could be taken out and put in Raquel. I mean, those are the ones that are a little bit harder. I think the men's is a lot more solid than the women's, but still stacked. So yeah, speaking of the men, we already know Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and John Cena have made it. We have Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio. I believe Logan Paul is going to win. It's kind of his staple match that he's been in before. Damian Priest versus Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu. I do believe it's going to be Priest. I mean, the way that they've had him and keep having him towards the main event, I can't see him losing there. And then Seth Rollins. I forgot who he's going against, but it's going to... Oh, Finn Balor. We know Balor has not been able to get any love lately, so it's going to be Rollins, and that will be the six, and that's a really solid six. So then we got to think about some other matches. I think, honestly, the match that, if you're not going to use Io in the chamber, have them run this at Elimination Chamber with Rhea and Io. I don't want to see it there. I want it to be a WrestleMania match, but I'm in the mindset that if I can't get it at WrestleMania, then I'll take it earlier if we're not gonna get it. Like I don't. That's one of those things where like they could run it again and build it out more later on if they have a better plan or a different plan they want to do it. But I want to see it. So if this is my opportunity to see it, I'm taking it. So don't be surprised if that's on there. And this one is a little bit of a wild one, but after watching SmackDown, I kind of feel like there's a possibility. Obviously, Solo attacked Cody at the end, and I don't view I feel like Jacob Fatu could easily be in there, but with him going against Priest and Braun Strowman, I feel like he's going to be the one that's kind of pushed out of there. So why not make it a triple threat? Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu versus Solo. It would give them a variety of a different match that they've already ran, and obviously they're not Solo and Jacob on the same page, and if Jacob just goes right after Solo, it really will tend the dynamic and maybe really get under Solo being like, okay, I'm in it on my own. Could be a lot of fun if you're going to do a triple threat like that. Plus, we would get another title defense, and they're liking to blue ball us with this pick that would make it that Jay would have to wait even longer to pick who he wants. So if they do that, or if you already pick Gunther by then, it could definitely add a lot to the whole thing. So that's the match I'm hoping for, but not 100% sure on it. Then we probably have at least one more, so I think it's definitely going to be the men's mid card title that's defended here. So I have a match for each one. Nakamura, LA Knight for the U.S. title. We already kind of had it was supposed to happen, and it got nixed on one of the events. So I'm assuming we're gonna get it here, and I'm not against it. I think it'd be a pretty solid match. I could even see LA Knight pulling off the victory and going into WrestleMania the champion. I really could. It's not a bad matchup. The other one on the other side, we got hinted at a Raw, and it would be an absolute just amazing match, which would be AJ Styles versus Braun Breaker. I don't think AJ pulls the belt off of him, but man, that'd be a fun match. I know, like, hey, you could even build that up for WrestleMania with him versus Shane, like a triple threat. I feel like really they could do like a 5-way match at WrestleMania for both mid card titles because of like how rich like story is starting to get through on some of them. Like they're really building up that mid card division, at least like having people chasing all over the place on the men's side. The women's side, they're still struggling with that, but there's still time to fix that, especially on Raw that have a lot deeper wells of people in there. So, yeah, that is my Elimination Chamber predictions. Tell me what matches you guys want to see. There's a lot that can change in the next couple weeks. I've heard that there's possibilities Asuka could be back and to be like Asuka versus Lyra Valkyrie for the IC title. I'm cool with that. If that's my WrestleMania match too, I'm cool with that too because I love Asuka and it'd be cool to see her take the title. I don't know. There's a lot that can happen from here to there. So tell me what you guys think, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.